Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another video. What you see here is a J. Stevens double barrel shotgun. The J standing for Joshua. This is a firearms company that goes way back into the 19th century. It was taken over by a few companies. The name was dropped, later brought back. But this gun is so old, it has no serial numbers. And I believe guns did not require serial numbers till 1968. This gun was made in Chicopee Falls, Massachusetts. Now, they closed the plant in Chicopee Falls, Massachusetts back in 1960. So, do the math, this gun is at least 58 years old, probably older. This is the model 311, I believe. Doesn't say anything on what model it is, but from the research I've done, this is a model 311. It's a 12 gauge double barrel shotgun. 2 triggers. The safety kind of like the Mossberg. The switch here to open it up. Takes 2 3/4 size 12 gauge shotgun rounds. Now this was considered their economic model. They made 2 models in the 311. How do you know this is the economic model? Well, the stock was made of something called T-Nite, which is a fancy word for plastic back then. The high-end model was made from wood. Now I bought this, had it for about 7 years, and I bought it back then for about, no joke, tax included, $149.84. That's $149.84. I said, why not? The front bead side, there used to be one right here. It popped off. Not much of a space for it anyway, but don't really need it, just this is what you use. Just go line up your target with this right here, and you're going to hit it. I've shot it many times and known that. 2 triggers. I think I just said that. And isn't much else to tell you about the shotgun other than what I've told you already. Now, taking it apart, it's really not that hard. Move this piece right here. There you go. Makes for some easy cleaning. It's about as simple as it gets. Only more simple would probably be a Ruger 1022 takedown. And there it is. Simple takedown. Put back together. And there it is. That is the J. Stevens, Joshua Stevens Model 311 12 gauge double barrel shotgun. Now I believe from the research they did, they also made them in 410s, and they made all kinds of gauges. But the only ones I've seen so far are really 12 gauges. A handful of 410s here and there. That's it. I've not seen a 16 gauge or a 20 gauge. I'm also not big on double barrel shotguns, so I gotta admit I don't spend the time looking at such an item. I just bought it because it was dirt cheap. I mean, you go in a store now, Stoger is big on these double barrels. They like to sell those coach guns, whether they're side by side or over and unders. It's a novelty gun, if you ask me. But I guess unless you're a big fan of these, to me it was something I bought because it was dirt cheap. Like I said, $149.84 tax included out the door. obviously very used. The only thing about these things was these guns were handmade. So to find a replacement stock, you really can't, because since each gun was custom made, they don't make mass-produced stocks for these things. You can get one that's almost custom fit for it, but you got to do a lot of work yourself to get the fit. And you see here, I put this on because it was starting to crack. Well, actually, I didn't do it. My friend did. I originally sold this to a friend of mine for $25. He wanted something simple and cheap for home defense. I sold it for $25. But he's moving to Massachusetts now, so he gave it back to me because in Massachusetts you can't have nothing unless you have a permit first. So he decided, do me a favor, dude, just take it back off my hand. So I took it back off of him. There was a crack in the stock there. He was making a wood one because he's good like that, but he never got to fit it in, never had time. So I guess you could say he kind of bandaged it up to support it. It's worked. I mean, hasn't shattered on me yet, so I still use it once in a while. Like I said, this is a play gun and niche gun for me. This is not for me, it's not a serious home defense gun. Anyway, if you have any questions on it, let me know. Remember, no matter what you use, practice with it, train hard, protect your loved ones. If you don't do it, no one else will do it for you. We'll see you next video. Stay safe and stay blessed.